2021 Junior Men's National Championships. This is Luke Violet running solo on the commentary here tonight. Thank you for joining us this evening as Team Casper is about to throw their first rock of the first end. Electing to throw the corner guard after Team Charles slipped behind the tee line on their first. The call was a center guard. Sometimes these corner guards in the first end can be real tricky shots, playing away from where the draw shots were thrown in the pregame practice. But Team Casper makes no mistake there.
3 to 4.
Good shot.
So not in. A little bit heavier. A little lighter.
Not good to get the conflicting weight calls.
Time?
59.
It looks heavier.
70. What?
It looks heavier than the last time.
Not heavier. Yeah. It's in between.
Well, after a little debate on the weight calls, it ends up being just a little later.
It's okay, Adam.
Danny electing the normal weight hit and roll under the corner. Keeping the shooter around is really big here. Now, if you watch the last draw, you'll notice that the ice is curling quite a bit. They did paper the rocks yesterday, and it's curling a lot. And so a lot of teams seem to be struggling with over curling here. And this is a shot that with the scratched rocks, it is very easy to over curl on. And Sam's giving it everything he's got to keep it around. Yeah, but just got caught there, especially in the middle of the sheet in the first end. It's gonna move quite a lot more than these teams are used to. So it takes a lot of discipline, especially when you're afraid of whiffing everything. But you gotta take a little extra ice there and throw the rock with authority. So now it looks like Team Charles with another chance here. And it looks like another one that slips deep. So it looks like Danny's just electing to nose this. So just nose the stone and then keep the stone they hit behind the shooter that they leave rather than trying to roll under. But being wide and rolling under the corner is also an acceptable outcome here. And another one on the over curl side. So 10-1 is a little light. I believe they're looking for a 9-5 normal weight. And that could have definitely been a contributing factor in the over curl. So I believe Team Charles is electing for the guard here, but it looks like we got another one that's going to be coming into the forfeit. Well, a little bit of deja vu here.
Yeah.
Team Casper's going to have another chance.
We say 3 to 4.
Yeah, 3 to 4 pro side light.
This is Sam Strauss on his second rock.
I might even top that. Let's take out.
They like it early. The first sweep for curl here. Looks like they just kind of got caught in between there. I think both either rolling a little bit on top of that yellow is optimal, or rolling under the corner, and they got just in the middle there. But still a decent shot. Always now Team Charles is going to have to actually remove that stone from play. Especially early in the week, the Junior Nationals, just applying pressure on your opponents is the name of the game. Anything you can do to increase the level of difficulty for your opponent is going to help you quite a lot. So it looks like Emmett Bank is the third and skips the game, and he's about to throw his first rock. So I need to be careful this one. It's wide early, but these rocks really come hard off the center line. And he makes no mistake. Great shot from Emmett.
I'm gonna fix my mic. I keep having to fix my mic.
So chance to go for the same shot here for on Ethan's first. You could hear Team Charles talking about having to fix their bikes. There could be very frustrating as a player if you don't quite get it set up right before the game, and then it's just pulling on you or just not quite feeling right throughout the game. So hopefully you can get a chance to get that fixed between ends here.
Yeah. Same kind of weight. Okay.
So ended up getting mostly
Same kind
roll
of weight.
mostly in front. So what Team Casper here with having
did
the
I
hammer
get
in the
last
first
time?
ends, you know, their goal here is to go for a cautious deuce throughout the end. And so what they're looking for here out of Team Charles is maybe, you know, obviously if they stuff this, that would be Team Casper's favorite scenario. But also even if they just jam on the back one, now all of a sudden they might have a chance to hit and roll under the corner guard and get a deuce that way.
Whoa.
And if you're Team Charles, you just want to make sure that you're sitting
Gotta
two
throw
for as
back.
long as possible.
Noah.
Oh shit. Get the roll over.
And that is not what they're looking for.
Nah.
Leaving it where they did definitely helps a little bit. If
sure,
that had
very
rolled a
much.
little more into the 12-foot, I think Danny wouldn't hesitate to call the draw under the corner guard here. But because it is mostly, you know, it's pretty much full 8-foot, it's hard to come around that corner guard and be buried and shot too. So they're going to have to hit it.
already happened.
And Team Charles is going to have a chance here to probably hit and roll off of the shot rock top four onto this stone delivered here by Ethan. That is assuming the shot is made, of course, and they're hard on a sweep. Marius Klein is giving us everything he's got here. By the guard. Makes contact and sticks. I'm pretty sure mostly, if not all, completely buried behind that corner guard. It's a great shot
Yeah. It doesn't
out of
curl
Ethan
much.
Sampson. Looks like the guys are talking a little bit how it doesn't curl a whole lot on those inside outs. It's kind of more or less a property of Chaska that it tends to curl more than other clubs inside out. So, you know, with that being their home club as well as mine, you know, that's something that could easily play tricks on you early in a week at a juniors and a championship format where the ice is going to be different than it is week in, week out here. So it's a big part of what they're trying to do early in the week here is take notice of those subtle differences
Whoa.
and make sure they can
Yep.
adequately change their perception of the ice.
Go at him.
Yeah, hard at him!
Go at him.
Hard at him, hard!
Big
Hard.
sweep from Adam here.
Get the roll, get the roll, get the roll. I like the
Gets the hit and rolls a little bit. They wanted to roll it probably to about halfway under that corner guard and didn't quite get there. It still is completely wide open.
Don't worry about
So
the situation.
Team Casper can also keep throwing the out turn here. If that had rolled just a little bit farther, they might have to throw that in turn. Even little things such as changing the turn that a team has played throughout most of the end can make a big difference, especially early in the game.
Yep.
So
It's like, oh,
Danny Casper's first shot of the game here. Just an out turn, hit and roll under the corner. if he can roll fully buried under the corner guard here, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Team Charles here. They're going to probably have to make a perfect freeze on one of those stones to get out of giving up a 3-ender.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Calling Sam on early here.
Hard to it. All right, clean. You're good.
Yep, so they ended up just nosing it. The was because they didn't get the roll.
Same thing.
So now this is going to leave Joseph Charles with a chance to hit and roll, shot, and buried under the corner guard. Of course, worst case scenario, Danny Casper is going to have a draw to the 8-foot for his single here. Another rock. They're hard on early.
Hard, come on.
Adam Hine. Great sweep to stick the shot rock, but not the roll that they were looking for. So Danny Casper is going to have a hit and stick for 2 on the exact same line that he just threw on.
You're good. You're good.
Certainly a very desirable first shot in the game as a skip.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm
Important to stay
surprised they didn't hit
focused,
a
though.
double earlier.
These are shots you always want back if you don't quite get her done.
Yeah, like when we had them stacked up, I thought they were for sure going to hit a double.
I think they're probably more conservative in their play style. They're aggressive.
Oh, clean. Oh,
Danny, I think it's a little less weight, but I think a little more positive release.
Hard.
So we got Marius hard on the curl here.
You're good.
That's a good shot, and 2 points and a great start for Team Casper.
USA Curling's new logo is now on merchandise. Shop the latest USA Curling collection to show your pride by sporting a hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt, or quarter zip at usacurling.org/shop.
I don't need a. Okay, sweet, perfect. Anyway, I can still listen to the mics, like just me. No worries, but usually I like to, if I can, like recap what what.
USA Curling's new logo is
Okay, you're good.
And we're back with the start of the second end and the second draw of the Junior Men's National Championships.
Top 4. Yeah, we're here
Marius
tight right
Kleinis
now.
with a left-handed in-turn draw to the 4-foot.
Feels there. A little tight right now. Yep, get it top 4. Really curling. Yep. 14-9.
Yep, that extra bit of curl is going to take a little bit of weight off here at the end.
We'll be biting. Okay. Yeah. All right.
And it looks like they do get a piece of the 4-foot, but definitely over-curled by quite a bit there.
I guess just make sure.
My guess is that Sam and Ethan are talking about making sure that Marius keeps a positive release on those.
Yep.
You almost can't throw them too positive on ice like this.
Where are we
I
at?
got a 69. Yeah.
Line's good. Line's good.
A lot of elite teams now, when you get on ice, it swings this much. And in addition to throwing more rotation, they also completely change their angle of release, basically throwing the stone with weight against the turn.
Really nice shot, Adam.
To really control and delay the break point of the stone, so you don't have to take ice off the sheet to keep it on the right side of the center line. Good corner guard to start the end for Team Charles.
2-3. 2. Wide's good. Little room.
So now Marius is going to want to guard this stone,
Keep
but
curling.
just guard more of the side
Wide's
that's closer
getting
to the
better.
center guard so that Team Charles won't be able to follow up and hit and roll
Still
closer to
Ethan.
their corner.
Yep, hard, Ethan. Gotta go. Yep. Hard. Oh. Okay. Good.
And it looks pretty good. Good pair out of Marius.
T-weight. T-weight, pro sign down.
Seeing your Team Charles discussing the pro side of the shot. Of course, especially if you're behind in the game, the pro side is almost always going to be on the light side. So just affirming, hey, if you're a
Line's
little
a
bit
little
light and you
wide.
throw up another corner guard here, that's okay. Whereas if you throw the rock through the rings, now that's one less rock you're going to have
If anything,
be able to
Noah
use as a
Stone.
tool to score points later in the end.
Hard, Noah. Hard, Noah. Hard, get it in, come on. Hard. You trying to take him out or something?
Yeah, it looks like they had a little bit of a weird sweeping rotation there that I think they're laughing about. I think Joseph rotated to start sweeping on the
Compared to
same
last
side
game?
of the rock.
I think it's about 3 feet slower, maybe. 2 to 3, not too much.
But it looks like they made it pretty good.
Hair light.
Yep. Yep. Hard line. Yep. Hard then.
Just the guard.
Yep.
So calling this on top of their other stone in the rings, but you heard light and
Yep.
tight right out of Sam's hand there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, just low bounce, low bounce, low bounce.
It's already got it.
Okay.
So, yep, just a little bit bounce as Danny was looking for. If that bounce is any bigger, it might leave a hole for Team Charles to come through and be able to make a hit and roll, but it does not. And it's actually not the easiest of double peels either. So,
No.
not
If
too
it's
bad of an
there, I'll
outcome.
call it.
He'll con line for it if it's good. All right.
So it looks like they're going to try and run the rock Sam just threw into the shot rock in the house and then try to roll their shooter towards the wing and
Yep.
add another one to their stack.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The big whoa call.
Pump it.
Oh, that was really close to a fantastic shot. Single peel always good though. Now Sam's going to get his redemption shot here.
Yep, this is the same.
Clarifying that it's the same ice so that Sam knows that he can actually make an attempt to throw the rock better rather than trying to duplicate his tight slide that he had on his last throw.
T. Top 4.
Top 4, top 8.
Got room.
Or top 12, coming down a little.
Top 8.
So opposite throw from his
Marius,
last one.
Marius,
Last one on the
Marius,
light
Marius,
side,
Marius.
needing
Let's get
to sweep
better.
it to get it there. This one
We can
Let's
go
there
back.
or on the heavy side. Guys are starting to like it now.
Yep. Yep. Still Ethan, yep. Ethan, yep. Good.
Great shot out of
Nice
Team
sweep.
Casper. Good throw and solid communication throughout.
It's there, Noah.
So it looks like I think Noah John here trying to triple here. Looks like a little outside to
Whoa.
start. Contact's pretty good though. Now there is a double on those two stones in the house. Not optimal. They did stuff it, but better than it was before.
My next shot's gonna be the double on that. If they
Already eyeing up the double.
They're gonna probably come out.
yeah.
Usually a
Call
junior
shot.
men's curler's favorite shot.
Honestly, what else do we expect?
But you know, you never know. There's a chance Ethan could give him maybe even something better.
I'm guessing they're putting top 12.
They
But,
should come around.
yeah, looks like Danny's call was to come around on top once more. Sam calling top 8.
This is gonna be a pain. collection, the inevitability of it. Boom, and then boom.
Yeah.
The inevitability. Love it.
Good sweep.
A Matrix quote there. And yeah, you know, unfortunately, from my angle here, all I can see is about what you guys could see. So not the best angle to
Thanks.
determine if this
Good
triple is
sweep.
there, but there's no doubt. I think there's at least a double hitting the shot stone and then maybe rolling up next to the other stone in the 8-foot.
Got to fix the tuck.
But really important here to get on the inside of the stone that they're hitting, because as long as you don't completely miss that stone, you can't really hit it too thin and not get a good outcome. The bad miss here would be wide. If you were to hit and roll out, then that means Team Casper will be able to throw a guard on that yellow, and it's going to be really difficult to get to those two rocks near the middle. Big shot here from Emmett. And that's all right. Definitely want to hit that a little bit thinner and get that shot stone moving. But sitting on top of it's not a bad result.
Thick for that weight. I should have had to go less.
I mean, you hit and rolled. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can ram that. I mean, heck.
With these stones as bunched as they are, you can't help but notice that lonely-ish yellow stone out there, and 3/4 of the way in the 12-foot on the wing. In the case that you know, Danny leaves a triple lined up here, there's a chance that stone can come into play.
Fuck, they're gonna make this shot.
Not a lot of optimism.
We're not on the mic. So when they're throwing their shots, I don't think we're on the mic.
What?
When they're doing.
Small ad. Small ad. Close. Whoa. Room.
Oh.
Room.
Oh.
Lot of room.
Marius, go.
Yep,
A lot of room,
yep.
meaning it's on the wide side, so they're going to have Marius coming with the carve here.
Hard.
Sweeping
hard,
to get more curl.
Hard. Hard.
They wanted to come all the way up to the nose there. It came close. Ethan thinks they're fine, but
Just send it straight back.
there could potentially be a triple there.
I need to get to nose.
It's hard to say. I think,
If
yeah,
you go,
as
like, a little
Emmett
bit
says,
off
you
now.
do
Well,
need
if I
to get
throw
to
enough weight,
almost
this'll spin
nose.
off.
I'm not too sure how much they can
this-
see from the hack.
No. It'll hit into here. This one will spin off. This one will go that way.
He's right.
So I need to get to nose.
Oh, you're gonna.
And
Okay.
he doesn't seem to be too worried about that guard, so it sounds like he can get all the way to the nose of the stone and make the triple. Would completely turn this end around.
So if I get to
if made.
nose with enough weights, yeah, I'll get the triple. Yeah, like same weight. Maybe a little bit more. So same weight, maybe a little bit more.
Just letting the sweepers know how hard he plans to throw the stone.
Oh shit. Yes.
Yep.
A little bit of a tight slide there. Noah's got to
Noah.
work to get this one by the guard.
Hard, Noah. Come on.
Oh, just grazes the guard.
Yeah.
Looks like,
We're 3.
yeah,
Okay.
Ethan thinks that the Team Casper is sitting 3 still.
He can't get rid of this without kicking out.
And yeah, unfortunately, that really changed the angles. The angles were looking really good for Team
I
Charles
believe in
there,
this.
and now they're looking a lot better for
Yep.
Team Casper.
Right there.
I like there. The only thing place he's gonna go
close
to
the
is here.
4 foot.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
gonna
if he goes there, we can follow him.
Yep.
Yeah, I like there.
Yeah, even if you're all the way over here, you're still good.
Yeah, we'll try to keep it close to the 4 foot, but
Yeah.
Yeah, so because the angles are a little more favorable here, Danny wants to avoid messing up with them, so they're just going to draw to get force
Yeah, just
shot
right
here.
Try to
And
bite
they're
the side of the
anticipating
foot.
that Joseph Charles is going to try and hit and roll off that stone behind the rest of them.
Okay.
The only other shot I could see them maybe thinking about
Yeah,
is
what
playing,
is
a softer weight on the outside,
Seems like it.
or Team Charles could think about is playing softer weight on the outside and bumping their yellow up. But that's probably a spot they have not seen yet. All right, skips first stone. Danny Casper.
Pretty big ad there.
Line's a little tight. Always
Pretty big ad
Marius.
there. Easy.
T line's good. Right on the tee. Marius.
Never curl. Never curl.
Always Marius.
T-line.
T line. 15. Right on the T line.
15 seconds from hog line to hog line.
Right here. Oh. Little back's okay still. Okay, good.
That's more or less what they were looking
Okay,
for there. They overcurled a little bit, but now it's going to
I think
make
we'll always
that
have to
hit
draw.
and
I think
roll a lot
Try
tougher.
and hit and roll right here. They can't do anything with it. So
Yeah, if we draw here, they also can't do anything
That-
until they draw.
no, because then they just draw on top of it. But if we hit and roll
Yeah,
over here,
restricting to one.
we have hammer, bro. We want to score too.
They
Control.
do have the hammer.
Control.
So
Yeah.
that's always a funny distinction here between hitting and rolling to a spot versus drawing to a spot. And you kind of have to think about what
We
the
can always
hit
have
is,
that
is
later.
giving you,
What if we-
and because it's almost
if we
always
draw there
easier to
already,
draw
draw on
to a
top of
place than it is to roll
have
to
to-
a
we
to
only
a
get
spot. So I think they elected to play the hit and roll, but I do think, especially in a situation where the opponent's already sitting 4, removing one more isn't going to necessarily do you a whole lot, especially when you have the hammer. So just drawing there is usually going to be a higher percentage make. But you never know.
Noah, you're going to have to go. Noah, you're going to have to go. Yes, Noah.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
So that's Noah John here, sweeping hard to curl. And that's a pretty good shot. I believe they are shot stone. Hard to sell. That top red could also be.
Thinking a little inside edge.
Yep. I like that.
No hesitation from Danny's call, but that could still be either way.
Think it. Probably give edge.
Edge.
Yep. Just down to that back one. They're shot.
Yep, so there's our answer. Yellow is shot stone, and so now Danny Casper is just going to try and
So you
draw
like the
down
same
to
here?
that
Let's
stone.
throw the same. Okay.
So now this is a different path, clearly, than the shot he just threw on. So he's trying to talk about with his sweepers about how this shot on a different path is going to relate to their last shot. And I think it's going to be similar. So after this rock crosses the far hog line, listen for that 15-second hog-to-hog call from Ethan.
Got a little room. Back 4.
Sweep for
Line's
back four.
close.
So they think the weight's
Sam,
good right
yep.
now.
Yep.
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 Sweeping for line
Hard.
and weight.
Hard.
Hard.
Line's really good.
Hard.
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 Big
Hard.
sweep.
Keep going.
Hard.
Hard. Right down
Hard.
to it.
Keep
Right down
going.
to
Yep.
it. Keep
Hard.
going. Keep
Hard.
going.
Hard.
Keep going.
Great team shot from Team
Okay,
Casper.
it's good.
And then with that
That's
bump,
it.
I believe
Pull 'em
there's a
down.
good chance that they're sitting 2.
Easy shot, Joe.
I've seen you make this 100 times.
Yeah, so a little bit of positive reinforcement from Emmett there.
All right.
It's your classic draw to the full 4-foot for a single point here.
Yeah, it's just a draw. I'm just gonna have to do an LSD.
Could potential for a big swing here. The score could be 2-1 or 4-0
80s.
after this stone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Go, guys.
So the sweep call from
Hard,
the back
boys,
end
come
early
on.
probably means that the line is
Hard.
tight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look.
Ooh, that's close.
Ooh.
You guys
Yep,
decide.
1 red. So neither of the outcomes I suggested. It's
I said take a
3-0.
look.
So I think that was a
Like 3
classic case
times.
of potentially trying to call weight from the line calling position.
We were
But
close,
after
though.
this,
We were
we'll be
close.
right back.
Check out this one. Long hair, loves to hike and plays frisbee.
What is he, a Labrador?
So should I meet him?
You're not that adventurous.
Yes, I am. Try me.
Okay. Jump into that lake.
I'll do it.
Let's all do it. I'm in. This is crazy. You coming?
Seriously? It is way too comfortable in here.
This is crazy.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota, let's go places.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Or just like, probably like
Well, shout out
an eighth of
Mike
an
for
inch
getting that
so that we
lap.
weren't shot.
Shout out Mike for the training, getting the boys in shape.
All right, welcome back to the third end
No, we were only
in our game
sitting
between
on one.
Team Casper and
Joe
Team
thought it was
Charles.
Damn, I just wanted to.
So after stealing one last end, Team Casper will deliver the first stone once again. And once more, they will be electing for a draw to the top 4 foot. But they are electing to go with Marius's out turn this time. Keep it on the same side of the sheet that they're more familiar with.
Yeah.
Marius thought it was on the heavy side.
Line's good.
Top 8. Top 4. We're good.
Line's good. Little room. Little room. Line's pretty good. Top 4.
With the little room call, Danny letting him know there's a good chance that Sam will need to sweep, but looks like it was a little premature, so they're having Sam pivot to sweep to hold it straight rather than to curl, rather than switching sweepers again. Whenever you switch sweepers, there's kind of a little bit of lost time, a lost effectiveness on your sweep. So a lot of teams electing, especially late in the shot, to just have the sweeper that's already close pivot and sweep for the other direction rather than completely changing sweepers.
Yeah. Line's tight. Line's tight.
Looks like sweeping for line and weight here to get this corner guard a little
Bring
bit
it as
deeper.
far as you can. Bring it as far as you can.
Leave it, leave it, leave it.
To the second dot. To the second dot.
So yep, they wanted it to get to the second dot or a 2, a mid guard position. When it's this high and you bury one, your opponent, especially with ice curling this much, is almost always going to have a chance to come around with hack or board weight and remove that stone.
Yep. Close. Whoa.
Back 4.
Where? Close, Ethan. Yep. Yep.
Having Ethan sweep to get by their other one here.
Yep. 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 Just.
Oh. Or just to get a thinner up.
That's fine.
Not entire. I think their call was to come around to the top 4 foot, but some teams had also just played the bump there.
Not yet.
I mean, you could try the hit and roll. Let's just draw.
Yep, again, especially when you're behind the game.
Draw.
Usually,
He wants to
the
draw.
important part is having your stone behind the corner guard, so it's usually easier to draw there than hit and roll there. The most important thing is keeping all your stones in play.
6.
Always a high probability of rolling out on the hit.
Line's good. Line's good. Wait only. If anything, Joe Stone.
Looks like it's running a little
Wait
on the
only,
heavy side.
guys. Yes, yes, yes,
Yep.
yes, yes,
Oh.
yes, 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 pick.
Looks like that one might have grabbed.
Oh my God.
Which, you know, it's not too bad because it's still in the free guard zone, so it cannot be removed, and it's a tighter corner guard that's a little more usable now. I think a lot of teams would just call 2 corner guards in this situation anyways.
Is it on?
Oh, sorry.
And Danny forgot that this is the 5
Like
rock
this?
3 guard zone, so
I guess
fortunately
this is
cannot hit
probably
and roll
better,
off of that.
actually.
Say it's always bonus points
Yeah,
if you
I
can
like
draw
the
a
fight.
free guard zone violation out of your opponents.
Is there any
But
point in going this way?
good team communication
Is there
there
any
to
point
save
in
that
going
one.
this way? Okay.
Two.
2-3.
Okay, a little bit, Ethan.
2-3 being a mid to tight guard.
Get a tight one.
And then Danny wants a tight one, so a 3. So
Hard,
that means the
Ethan.
guys are going to have to sweep to get it there. Ethan Marius, the big sweep here.
Hey, whoa, whoa. Whoa,
No,
no,
never
we're curling.
And wanting to stop sweeping so it doesn't over curl. The farther you drag it for weight, the more it's naturally going to curl, even with the directional sweeping.
Hit and roll.
And it does over curl a little bit, and,
Hit and roll.
Just
leave the
control.
hit and roll under the corner guard as an open possibility. Looks like they can see, a good half of that stone, maybe 2/3 of it.
Where's weight? Yes, got it for line.
Yeah, gotta go. Hard at him, hard at him, hard at him, hard
My
at him.
mistake. Looks
Come on,
like they're
Adam.
Hard
playing
at him,
this
hard.
back hit and roll.
Come on, Adam.
Hard.
Gotta go places.
Hard for a piece, hard for a piece.
No piece.
And the last thing you want to hear as a sweeper is hard for a piece, and as they say, they do not get it.
I like it.
Now a choice left for Team Casper here.
That's what.
Either keep laying on
Yep,
the
just
aggression,
top 4.
throw another one in the middle of the rings,
if
or
you lay
peel
a
one of
top
those
12,
corner
that's
guards and
okay.
play a more defensive call. Electing to stay on the gas here, and for good reason. They do have a really good setup here and a chance to maybe steal another point or two this end.
Top 12.
Yes, line. Yep.
Gotta go for weight. 3.
Hard line.
Top
A
12.
little light right now.
Hard,
Top
keep
8.
going. Keep going.
Ethan and Marius running their
12.
keep
Hard.
again here.
Hard, bounce it.
Get a little bounce. Roll it. Yep.
Unfortunately does touch that guard, but it does kick that over now, and I think they're mostly covering both of their shot stones here.
Oh boy.
So Emmett signaling for the double peel here. It looks like this is one where you're going to have to hit one of them thick and
It's
then
not
wheel
there.
up
You're gonna
out of the
crash
other
into
one.
our yellow one.
He doesn't think it's there, so they're just going to elect for a
gonna hit
single
that.
peel on the center guard, the one touching the center line, and potentially collide with one of the other ones in the house as well.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh no.
He doesn't sound very thrilled about it,
Feet of them.
and came very close to making a run back.
Yep. Just a 2. Not much ad. Not much ads.
Line's good.
Just wanting to straight
Line's
guard
good.
the rock on the center
Get a
line
2.
in the house.
Line's good. Still Sam.
Straight
Sam
over,
saying
girl.
it's
Hold on. Hold
1-2
on.
Really going.
middle
Whoa.
high guard.
Whoa!
Just get it up, man. Just get it
Whoa!
Stop, Marius.
Ethan calling them off because it's over curling. And the awkward silence usually means that it did over curl a little bit.
It's like hack.
So, yep, you hear him already talking about hack weight.
Emmett. Emmett.
But once again, on the other stone, I think a lot of teams would be playing the hack waiter on the stone that they're just trying to guard top 8, even though you'll most likely leave their shot stone and a forefoot still there. You'll be able to roll under your corner guard.
Back line weight. Try and get around it to nose. Yeah. So get ready to go, Adam. When I call you on.
So just trying to throw
Just like
backline weight
backline
to
hack.
and paper that, I guess maybe backline or hack now, and try to paper that tighter guard and knows or get a little roll inside. I will say, though, given the current ice conditions, that does not look like very much ice for backliner hack weight. So you might see him sweeping very early here.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, yep. Gotta go, guys.
Whoa!
Adam.
Oh, now
Hard,
sweeping
hard,
the curl.
hard.
They're by the guard, trying to get to the nose. Yeah, that's a good shot. You know, they would have liked a little flop inside, but I'm not sure if that was really possible there.
You got that with board?
I can make it with hack. Okay.
Surf.
So electing to throw surf weight, which is 12-5 for Team Casper. They somewhat stole that weight call from our team. We used it for 11-5, though.
Dude?
So 12-5 is usually, depends on the ice conditions, but for what it is here, I'd say it's a soft board.
Real hard.
Sam going hard in the curl, especially as you start to
Hard,
play
come on.
multiple shots down
Hard.
some of these lines. They may start to straighten out a little bit as the game progresses.
Gotta get out there.
And
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
moves the stone, but that's Team Charles still shot rock now.
We're just
So
gonna
this
take
is
the
the
one.
opportunity they're looking for to maybe be able to generate 2 points here. So
Do the
certainly
guard.
No. What
next
do you
shot is
No,
critical.
we'll do the guard, and then your next
No.
shot you can just draw. You can just draw around here.
Yeah, but they'll draw around here. You want to protect over here or here?
Hey! Hey, Noah! Do you think that they could get to this?
Yes.
Do you think that they could get to this? All right, guard it.
Mass
Taking
communication is always a challenge and something that we're still learning
More, you have to get it like,
as we've been
more.
playing throughout, I guess,
there we go.
for a good year now, playing with masks. And certainly it can be a little harder to communicate across the sheet. So they were able to get Noah's attention and confirm that Team Casper would be able to make the shot through the port and remove their shot stone there. So they've elected to guard it. But as they discussed, this is going to leave an opportunity for Danny to come and draw around their center guards and with a shot stone and be in a good position to steal.
Whoa. It's got a curl.
Always tricky to play these sorts of shots because you have to make sure you get by the wide corner
it's
guard.
over.
It's fine for weight. It's going to be. All right.
Oh, no.
Good shot.
Well, good shot and oh no.
Yeah, you
so
like control.
not sure if it's what they're looking for.
Yeah, I don't mind just straight picking it. Yeah. I don't know if
What you were
it'll stick.
thinking.
You hear him talking about straight picking
No.
it, so I do think that
I just don't know
overcurled,
if
and
it's gonna go
they
by
do
that
have
control.
a path to the shot stone.
Yeah, I don't think it's fine to not.
So now the
Yeah,
choice
it's
is do
definitely
you
fine to
just
not.
throw peel weight where you're more likely
here?
to get through the port and make contact, but less
I'll give
likely
you
to
a hair
stick,
more.
or do you get do you throw the softer weight with knowing that there's more risk of wrecking on one of the
control
guards?
here.
So they're electing to play the softer weights, because if they do make it, there's going to be a lot more pressure on,
Get a little
on Team
more?
Charles,
Yeah.
as they'll have to draw against 2 points on their last.
I'll probably throw this straight though. So.
So throwing it straight, most likely talking about his release. Danny Casper looking for control weight through the port.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
I think I
Whoa,
heard a normal,
yep,
so might be
yep,
on the heavy
yep,
side.
Yes.
Hard.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
That's a good shot.
No, it's good.
So with especially the mass, it's very likely that Ethan did not hear that normal weight call. So that's probably why he swept it a little more than they may have needed to early, thinking that's control. Control weight would curl a little bit more than normal weight, but then once the rock traveled far enough down the sheet, he could see that it was hanging a little straighter than he anticipated, and then called him off and made the shot. So now another chance here for Joseph Charles to draw against multiple points here.
T-weight.
Not the types of shots you want to leave your skips, but also definitely part of the job description. Really important to stop the bleeding here and get on the board.
What are we at?
Yep, yep.
It's kind of out there.
Whoa.
It needs to curl back.
Wide usually indicating that the stone is on the heavy side. But mice might also pick up on some frost and decelerate a little quicker.
It's gonna stick around.
Want to play surf at it?
Yeah.
And of course, I got a shot ahead there.
Yep.
So Danny is going to have another shot.
That's
Each
pretty
going
much
to have
what
another
yours
shot here.
was.
Yeah.
Think a little more. Let's surf here. Yeah, I mean, we played this with Ethan, so.
Electing to choose the softer surf weight when you'd normally throw maybe something a little more here, just simply because they just saw it with Ethan's rock and they want to stick with what they know and what they're comfortable with.
Yep.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Oh. Close. Clean. Oh.
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Trying to get a little extra finish out of Sam here.
Okay. That's fine.
And that does just roll out. So actually, I don't think he was able to see a
Same
whole
thing,
lot of
Joe,
that
just a
stone.
little less.
Yep.
So now a little deja vu, and here's the actual draw against 2 points here.
79.
Ooh, the really light out of the sweepers. Didn't want to be
Yeah,
heavy 2
Adam,
times in
hard.
a row, so
Go, guys.
Yeah, Adam, hard. Come on.
looks like Adam and Noah giving it everything they got.
Come on, boys.
Looks like they're really working
Hard.
it.
Hard. Come on. Get it there. Hard. Come on. Get it there. Come on. Hard.
And it doesn't quite get there.
Yeah.
I believe that was a score of 2, and we'll be back after a short break.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust, to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
And welcome back to the 4th end of Team Casper versus Team Charles. So from my awkward angle, I was able to see correctly last end. I believe it was another steal of 2 for Team Casper and a 5-0 scoreline. And now, so it'll be another top 4 draw out of Marius. But looks like they're electing to give a go on this other side of the sheet here that they haven't played on as much.
Got a curl. Got a curl. Got a curl. 15-1.
15-1, that should be close.
Hard. Top button. Come on.
So they want Sam to sweep the entire way to get
sweep.
a little extra curl there, and
Good.
they do almost bring it to the
Hard
center
guard.
line.
2-3.
Another good shot out of Marius.
go.
Pretty standard Team Charles will look for a corner guard here. Adam Hine has been pretty solid in these so far
Line's
this game.
good. Line's good.
They've had
Line's
a
all
few really
there.
good setups. And they definitely had their chances for scoring multiples the last two ends. It just didn't quite work out their way. Like that missed triple in the second end, and then the missed guard and come around combo and the third end is what is really the difference in this game so far. Another good corner guard though. I believe they're asking Marius to draw a top 8 foot here.
Top 4.
Or top
Line's
4.
pretty good.
Get him a little bit tighter.
Back 4. Don't want to.
I think we're top 4.
Line's good.
No, top
It's
4.
Ethan right now. It's Ethan.
After some deliberation, they've
Line's
decided
good.
they like
Top
to wait.
4. 15-1.
Another 15-1, so same hog to hog as the last one. So if
Sam,
they
if you
don't
go,
sweep
Sam,
at the
if
end,
you
it
go.
should just stop earlier, but it does get the little bump there. Looks like it curled up just enough. You're always worried in a situation you have a big lead to leave those staggered or kind of frozen, corner frozen on each other, so that'll leave an easier bump for Team Charles to make a pocket later in the end. But that was decent. They almost got all the way up the nose.
Yeah. He kind of shoved it outside.
Yeah, gotta go.
Nose rock, nose rock.
Emmett letting his sweepers know
Hard boys,
that
come on.
Adams' release is a little bit
Push
wide.
it over, Noah. Push it over.
So now they're really asking to get the full carve
Hard.
and push the stone over to get max curl under that corner guard.
Nice shot, Adam.
Yep, I think that it's partially buried.
Yeah. I mean,
but
you're up 5, you might as well just get rid of rocks.
my guess is that Sam Strauss can see, I don't know, about half of the stone. And, you know, especially with, as Ethan mentioned, with the 5-point lead, throwing a center guard or another one on the center line isn't really going to help them that much. So even if they can't see a whole lot of the stone, they're still going to give it a go and try to remove it from play.
Hard to it.
Whoa, whoa,
Hard
whoa,
to it.
whoa, whoa, Carol.
So big sweep there. Oh, wow. So they could probably see quite a bit of that stone.
That's better than right there.
And, yep, as Danny mentioned, that doing that and over-rolling there was better than leaving it where it was, because then that would give Team Charles a chance to just bump it and then leave a rock more or less half buried under a corner guard with a jam rock behind it. So a good heads-up sweep call out of Danny Casper.
Whoa. 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 Joe, yes, hard Joe.
Opting to play the double and roll.
Hard Joe.
Maybe even a triple here.
Hard Joe.
Gets the curl.
Say hard Joe and then you get
and yep, needed just a little bit more curl there.
Yeah.
And Danny's not going to hesitate to walk up and peel the guard, and if it's made, this end will kind of effectively be over. They'll probably just be trading guards and peels for a few shots, and then finally Team Charles will come in and play a hit and stick on that other one and look to blank.
The red, you got the yellow.
Nice.
Come down 2.
Oh, great.
Gonna like to play the freeze here. It's always hard to make these perfect, especially against a good hitting team, but if he's, within a foot of it, there's a good chance that, especially with the big lead, Team Casper's going to play it safe and probably remove the back red along with this stone as they try to peel it out. And then the blank will be on at that point, but blank shouldn't really be too high on their priority list, being down 5. It's close.
What do I mean? I want you on top of it.
It's a pretty good shot.
Yep. Yep, deal.
So once again, they're not going to make too great of an effort here to straight pick this stone. They don't mind too much if they also lose their back red.
Clean, clean.
The only thing they don't want to do is leave that yellow around.
Clean.
Clean, clean, clean.
Good.
Good shot out of Ethan.
Oh my God.
Just want to split this out? Or?
No, we just have to take this out.
Just hit.
Yep.
Yep, so the discussion there is to shift gears here and just hit and try to get their blank and give it a go at 2 or more next end.
No, we'll take one. I just want one.
Or maybe not. Okay, I think they are deciding to score.
We just have to hit this. I don't even care if I roll out. Just hit the stone. I'm gonna throw like normal at it. Obviously we want to hang around, but okay, I will.
So I feel like the way this game's going, that perhaps just getting on the board in the easiest manner possible is their best way moving forward. And sometimes, especially generating scores of multiple points at the hammer can be difficult, and especially in juniors, it can be easier to just get a chain of steals going.
Oh my God!
But that's not what they were looking for.
I think that line's good, right?
But if their plan is to take one, then it's not going to really change the end too much. It just means their last shot they'll be drawing against.
Just to make sure we're touching.
They could be drawing against 2.
Feels there.
This will give Team Casper a good chance to see what the ice is doing in terms of draw weight to the wing. They really haven't had the hammer for a while, so almost all their shots have been played to the middle.
I don't think he can. 14-3.
So this is just a good opportunity for him to gather some information on the ice.
God, I love throwing back quad. Apparently, I'm just good at throwing back quad, I guess.
You just sat there. Well, just try the same thing. We'll put it right here.
Looks like Ethan working on his
on
resume for playing lead. Talking about his love for throwing back quad.
Same thing, just less room. Same thing, just less room.
Usually you are in control of the game if you are throwing it back there.
If you look at the sheet, Adam, yeah, we're above it where we're supposed to be. We're good on time.
Noah.
Yes!
Yeah, Noah, hard. All the way.
So unlike their last rack, this one's curling hard early.
Get the roll. Fuck. Shoes. It's okay.
There. I got a 14-3 on yours that you just threw.
I really felt
that
hard.
12, 15 is probably good, huh?
Yeah.
Like there even.
So now
we just need to make sure that we have paint.
Daniel get a chance to draw out of the other side. Just looking to maintain 2 rocks in the rings and get a force here.
Okay.
Now they do need to be careful on this. They could, if they do come up wide and light and leave a corner guard, there could be a chance for Team Charles to get a sneaky deuce in here. So, I mean, they can't hear the conversations we can, but especially if they were to know that Team Charles is just planning on scoring one anyways, they would probably be wise to ensure that they are not late at all costs on this shot.
Yeah.
Line's good. T-line. Put it right on the tee.
Oh boy.
Just make sure it's on.
Oh boy, indeed. They do not want to be late.
Always Marius.
Yep, just get it deep. Get it deep.
16-7, you really got to go.
16-7
really
is a very high hog-to-hog time.
All right, don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself.
Okay, sorry, guys.
And there it is. I can't, I do think that it curled enough to where Team Charles would have a pretty difficult time coming around that guard and still being shot. So they are going to elect and play this hit.
Yeah, stick around.
But if they are planning on taking one anyways, then there's no reason not to give the draw a try.
Leave it.
But
Leave
maybe
it.
they did change their mind
Falling
and decided to go
outside
back
again.
to the blank. Looks like they're having a little bit of trouble on the wings here. Might be a little bit straighter than the middle of the sheet.
Yeah, that's okay.
And they end up rolling out.
Like,
Like
here?
this, yeah.
Trying to think. I think that should be close.
Yeah,
To
I
the
mean,
right
you,
weight.
you threw here.
Okay.
So Danny's just going to try and get fully buried under the rock he just threw. So it should be able to take
under it.
close to the same ice and just throw a few feet more weight.
Same weight.
Maybe several. The sweepers will want him to throw several feet more weight. They don't want to have to work too hard at it, but they're always willing to give it their all on every shot. So Danny Casper with his last shot here in the fourth end, a chance to get a force and take the hammer in the fifth end for the first time since the
Line's
first
good.
end.
Much bigger kick. You have room. Room. Just let it grind,
Room.
man.
Always Sam.
Let it grind.
Oh, oh, no.
No.
Oh, it looks like that is just going to slip through the ranks. But Team Charles is electing to take one here.
80s.
Most teams would elect a blank. But as I discussed earlier, perhaps they just feel like they'll have a better chance at generating some offense without the hammer.
No, I didn't pull back.
We just need to touch the house.
Yep.
Whoa, take a look. We just need to touch the house.
Leave it.
Yes, I think we're in the house.
Looking for paint here, as they've made very clear.
Yes, one.
And they're on the board.
Now we can
score.
The Granite Society recognizes your financial support of the USA Curling mission by virtue of your loyalty and leadership gifts. Through your Granite Society donation, you inspire continued development of the sport, as USA Curling can fund grassroots growth and development that prepares our nation's athletes to represent Team USA on the world stage, Olympic and Paralympic Games. Join the Granite Society today.
I know, we did draw to him.
No, you didn't. You hit twice.
Guess Schlimmel's giving a pep.
Yeah, then I did a draw.
Yep.
Line's a little tight.
All right, welcome back
I got
to
89.
the fifth end
Line's a
of the
little
second
tight.
draw of the Junior
Line's a
Men's
little
National
tight.
Curling Championships.
Is it 2-3?
It's 2.
A little different look this
Okay.
end, as Team Casper will have the hammer.
No.
No.
Leave it.
So
leave it.
really important that this stops as a guard. And
Nice shot.
it just
Ooh.
does.
Back 8.
All right, electing to go for the tick shot with Radamarius here. That's telling me they're just looking to keep the open as middle as possible and then draw to a full 8 foot on Danny's last to score one and keep the game moving forward. But a lot of shots to get there. These ticks are never easy, and they're electing to play back 8 here so that if they do miss it on the wide side, they will still
Plus,
stick around
Carol,
as a
Carol,
come around. But it
Carol.
looks like a little
Back
more
line.
than back. Yep.
Hard,
Back
hard,
line,
hard.
as Sam calls it.
Hard, keep going.
Hard,
Hard, keep going.
hard,
Hard, keep
hard.
going.
Get a piece.
Good. Safe.
Kick it into
Oh,
rings.
let it sit. Oh.
And will their shooter stick? Looks like it's just out, but still that means if the well they're not sure if it's in or out.
Yeah, I think it's over the line.
Oh, in or out relative to the back line. Definitely out of the rings.
up
They're just
another
trying
one.
to decide whether or not they'll leave the tripping hazard, and they decide to remove it. So now they'll throw a guard, especially now that that other one is touching the rings. I think there's a good chance that they're just going to have Marius hit that stone rather than play a tick again.
72.
Heavy?
Up more.
Oh my god.
T-weight.
Not the split time they're looking for. It sounds like this is going to come in the rings.
Back
Yeah.
up. LSD. Nope.
Adam's taking Matt.
Yeah, certainly fully utilizing the free guard zone is an integral part of mounting a
why not?
comeback.
Firm.
I didn't quite see Danny's motion with his brush, but I think they might be playing firm weight and trying this slash double. If Marius can remove both these stones, they would most likely just be able to trade center guard peels for the rest of the end.
8. Yep.
So
Yep.
8, as opposed to 8-5 is
Yep.
firm, so it's a
Yep.
little on the heavy
Hard
side.
to it.
Hard.
Hard to it. Keep going. Hard to it. Hard to it. You got to keep going.
Big sweep from Sam, but not quite enough. It is.
No, it's your shot.
It is pretty wide, but technically, Team Charles could still use that as a guard.
Okay.
If
Right here.
if everything's completely open, they could come around that on maybe their last rock and have a chance to force.
All right, 90, please.
But likewise, it might also be close enough for Team Casper to split.
I got an 80. I got an 80.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Probably even more.
It's an LSD.
Can we deadlock him on? Oh. That's our bad, Noah.
Yep, potentially missed a
pretty
a
much.
plan B there. If they
Nose.
could have locked those dead on the nose, it would have been a little more difficult
this normal,
for
right?
Sam to make this double. But the way they ended up, this is about as easy as a double takeout can get.
Normal.
So just choosing to play normal weight here and make sure they stick their shooter.
10-5.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
9-5.
Yep.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go.
And don't quite get it, but they do get the hit and flop on top of it, which is still pretty good.
Sit on top of it.
Just basically same thing. Same weight.
I'm at calling for a freeze on top of that red. Now, if the angle isn't quite perfect here, there's a chance that Team Casper will just be able to throw it hard on one side or the other and remove all three of the stones that are in the forfeit.
Hard, boys, hard.
But Team Charles has to get it there
Hard.
first.
Come on. Come on, you got it. You got it. Come on.
This is Noah's second. Oh, there goes a stopwatch. Good sweeping to make sure it didn't burn the stone.
It's okay. Hey, keep your watch on. Just happy a second.
A friendly reminder to keep his watch clipped in.
Yeah. Even if you roll big, that's okay too, I guess. Yeah.
So, just going to try and hit and roll in front of the other ones. If they are able to keep both the reds stacked on top of that yellow, it's going to be very hard to remove them
No,
both.
wait.
But they also
Plus,
mentioned if they roll wide,
Carol.
so the other side of the house, that's acceptable too.
Carol.
Hard.
Carol.
Hard, Marius.
Carol.
Hard,
Need
Marius.
need to curl here to make sure they don't
hard,
jam.
Hard, hard,
Keep going.
hard, hard, hard.
They just get enough.
Interesting situation here.
And it looks like Emmett's going to get another go at the freeze.
All right, we're just gonna come on top of it. Okay.
Just leave it.
So it looks heavy out of hand here.
Go.
Sweepers do not want to
go.
sweep, but
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Go, go.
Yes, 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 yes!
oh, it came down
Hard,
pretty
come
hard
on.
at the end. They're
Hard,
trying to
come
get
on,
it over
hard!
here too.
No, come on, guys.
Dude, that was a 425.
The other one.
Think
Oh,
if you
no,
get
there.
it here, you should be able to get both.
Yeah,
You like throwing
definitely
firm?
a little
Okay.
bit of
I have
frustration
no idea what the angles are,
from
so I'm just going to let him call it.
the Charles team. Having a little bit of trouble with their communication.
Yeah.
But the good news is they're close on the last
Yep, I'll
couple.
turn
So if they're able to button that up, I think they're throwing the rock well enough that they'll be able to turn some of those, half shots into makes. Chance for Ethan to peel this out here. Might want to catch his back one and lose the other yellow too. So we'll see how precise they choose to get here.
Yep, yep. Hard.
Got Sam on it. And exactly, they do want to make an attempt to remove that other one, and they don't quite.
Okay, that's good.
I think they're sitting 3 though, so it's a little better situation than it was before.
Just sit on top of it. Right now, we're trying not to have them score fucking 5. No! Just, no, over here, yes, like this.
Jesus Christ.
It's your shot. Oh no, it's my shot. Fuck.
Yeah, it's your shot.
So looking to play the freeze on top. They might be able to get into
Same
a
thing.
spot where they can't remove it without clipping that
it
other
is
red,
there,
but it looks like
Right now we just need
if
to
they are
limit
right down
them
to it, I think
from scoring, like,
if
5
Danny
on them.
throws it hard, he'll be able to still squeak it through there. At this point, Team Casper is really only looking to score, just score 1 or more
Yeah, but
points
if I
in this
lock it
end.
on
So
there,
even
they
if
can't take it
even
out
if they
unless
have
they
to
can do the
double or triple some of their own stones out to clear
Lock
the
it onto
middle,
that
they're
stone,
happy to
please,
do
no
so. 6-1 going into the break is a very desirable scoreline. But at the same time, it's a long week, and whenever you have the opportunity to maybe walk off the ice early, you're always happy to take it.
It's got a
So
curl.
I think
Go at him.
over on the next sheet over, I think Team
Hard.
Ethan
Get on
Hebert
it.
has
Noah,
a
get on it.
chance for 2 and doesn't quite get it.
Hard, come on.
Looks like a score of 1 for those guys in the 5th end.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Nose is okay. Yeah.
So this freeze coming up a
You
little
get
short
nose,
here.
it's fine.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say let's just play the same way. Yeah.
So Ethan just looking,
No, I'll just give you normal
just going to end
weight
up throwing normal weight here and try and get on the nose. I think the one thing they want to avoid here is just rolling a little bit on the high side and maybe leaving staggered stones so that if Team Charles decided to come around them, they might end up being buried. But and that's fine. I think they're still only sitting 3, but
Like right here.
actually they might be able to freeze on that and be second shot, and Danny might not really have a route to eliminate
yeah, I
it.
would limit them to 2.
No, limit them to 1.
No, if you do the double.
Yeah. But if we just do this, it's fine.
Yeah, but that's a harder shot.
So now they're contemplating choosing to hit.
Take out?
Yeah.
What kind of weight?
They do make that freeze. You know,
Like
Danny would
Okay,
still, I mean, he's got 2 stones left, but at that point, if it was the last, he would have all the forefoot to go to. He might be able to just bump it and sit on the nose and be able to generate a score of higher score
like
with the miss.
super thick.
But it looks
Yeah,
like
so
they're going to
up.
go for, I think, depending on which stone they hit first, there might even be a triple here.
All right, first up weight.
If they feel like there's a triple here, that's definitely the most desirable outcome, as they'll be sitting 2 and still have a legitimate chance of forcing. While they do really want to steal
Hard,
this
Noah.
point in the game, they
Noah,
are
hard.
still
Whoa,
in it.
push it.
They have a sniff if they can get a
Yeah,
force.
gotta go for curl. Whoa, what?
Fuck me.
So
No, you were supposed to go the other way.
Roll and try to roll it this way.
a little
Yeah.
miscommunication on the sweep. Wanted
You
to
make
sweep it for
double
curl.
I mean, who cares?
Yeah, the thing is, if we're here, does he ever like make this double and sit there?
So
You can
now
always try to kick
Danny
this
and Ethan
one,
are just
but-
looking for
Yeah, or
any
we could just
possible
roll
ways
this
that
way.
they could be
I like that too.
Yeah, let's do that.
prevented from a
Cross
big
this back.
score here.
Yep.
Just throw control.
There's a really good opportunity for him to score
Yeah.
3 or
You
4
should never,
points.
if you're rolling this way, the back one shouldn't be a worry.
Yep.
So
He
they're
can try to
really.
get it though, but
Yeah.
So as Danny says, you know, they could just try for this nose double and bring that
control.
4th stone into play.
Yep. We're just
But at this
rolling.
point, they really don't need that stone. If they do nose it, there might be a chance Team Charles could freeze or hit and roll to a spot that might hold Danny just 1 or 2 points. But as long as they hit and roll to the wing here, there's really nothing that Team Charles can do to hide. And so I think if this shot's executed, I think there's a very high likelihood that Danny's going to have a shot for 3 or more on his last.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Asking Marius for an early
Mark.
sweep here.
Yep. Right to it. Right to it.
And they do get the double. Now the question is, what did they leave Team Charles?
You gotta sit on something.
Yeah. Just try and come
So
down
Team
right
Charles feels like if
Just get
even if
anywhere
they were
right
to make
here.
a triple here, giving up another 2 points they're still out of the game. So they're going to do everything they can
here. No, we have to go. We have to
try
come
and
this
hold
way.
them to 1.
Why would you?
But I'm not too sure if they can even do that. Even if they do make this, I think they're calling a freeze in that pocket, and even if they do make it, Danny might still have a draw for 3. Joseph wasn't too convinced in the hack, but they're going to give it a go anyways.
Noah.
4 is fine.
Noah.
Yes.
Go.
Well, if they can come through this hole here, they might at least make Danny make a short run back. It doesn't quite curl up enough for that, I think.
Cute. Yeah. Just no need to play cute.
No, as Ethan says, even if this happens to eliminate 1 or 2 of their other stones, I say as long as they make contact with this yellow, they're guaranteed at least 2 points.
Yep. Just peel.
I think the worst case scenario is if they hit the yellow pretty thin, and then they catch their red adjacent to it relatively thick, it might go back onto their red in the back corner there and maybe double that out. That would be an absolute disaster, and they still score 2. The main thing here is that they eliminate this yellow stone. And I do think he only has about like 2/3 to 3/4 of the stone, so he does need to focus and throw this well.
Oh. No.
No, no, no.
Carol.
Oh, that's never a good sign.
Okay, you're good.
No.
Wow, it was sounding like it was a whiffed stone there for a
3.
second, but still a score of 3, which is plenty in this situation. And it looks like Team Casper is going to go up 8-1 going into the break.
Now on merchandise. Shop the latest USA Curling collection to show your pride by sporting a hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt, or quarter zip at usacurling.org/shop.
Oh,
Oh, great. The show's starting.
Come on. Just trust me. Oh, trust you, like with the dollar oysters.
I don't think those were oysters.
You survived, so...
Wait, we can't go that way.
Watch this. They'll think we're VIP.
Wow. He does think we're VIP.
And backstage. Trust me now?
I never doubted you. I did for a second, but it's gone now. I trust you.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
USA Curling aims to provide continued programming to grassroots, junior, and diversity and inclusion initiatives. Support the future of curling in the United States by making a donation at usacurling.org/donate. The Granite Society recognizes your financial support of the USA Curling mission by virtue of your loyalty and leadership gifts. Through your Granite Society donation, you inspire continued development of the sport, as USA Curling can fund grassroots growth and development that prepares our nation's athletes to represent Team USA on the world stage, Olympic and Paralympic Games. Join the Granite Society today.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Top full. Yep, I agree.
A little bit early.
I agree too.
Line's good. Line's good.
Still looks there. Top 4. Still looks there.
Top 8, top 4.
Line's good.
All right, welcome back to the second half
button.
of our matchup between Danny
Line's really
Casper
good.
and Joseph Charles.
Here,
Scores 8-1
Sam to here.
at the start of the
Sam to
sixth
here.
end. So once again, Marius will have his go-to draw to the forefoot, which he slips down the tail line, but it's still pretty good.
A little bit.
415.
You're gonna. No, you're gonna.
Okay. Line's good. I still have Noah go. Yeah.
So we'll have Adam throw up another
Yeah,
corner
Noah,
guard
go.
here.
Yeah, Noah, go.
Looks like it hangs a little bit closer to the center line than they were hoping,
Okay.
but it's still a fair guard.
Yeah, like a foot less.
Adam's weight has been pretty consistent, especially on his
Yeah.
corner guard track. I mean, he struggled a little bit when he had to go to the middle last end, but his corner guard weight has been fantastic all game.
Yeah. Top 8.
Line's
God, we've
good.
done that
A little
twice.
more room. A little more room.
I think we're down 2.
Do it.
Staying out
Good
there a
tap.
bit.
Danny
little bit.
indicating it's a little wider than the last one.
Back 4.
Sweeper's telling him it's a little heavier than the last one. Not too great of a
Side by
combination.
side.
Not even, boys.
Not even.
Not even.
Not even. Not even. Not even.
Oh.
Oh.
They're poking fun at one of our shots at Junior Worlds a couple years ago.
Sure.
One of our not our proudest communication moments.
Just do it.
But I'd say at 8-1,
No.
No.
having those even is not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's down. Hard, Joe, hard. Don't just give up on it.
I think you throw for the freeze again.
All right, gonna get a chance to freeze once more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, certainly really big at this point in the game to make sure that if you are down, that every rock you throw has a chance to stay in play.
Top 8.
Rolling out a hit is
Top 4.
not
Marius.
ideal.
Might go a little.
Yep, go ahead, Marius.
To it. Don't want
Line's
to.
good.
We're to it. We're going to tap it. Back
Next
4.
time,
fine.
they
Back 8.
definitely might want to
Marius.
consider
Back
either
eight.
freezing or trying to create
Marius,
some
you're-
sort
yep.
of pocket, because that'll be their only way they're really going to have a chance at
Yep.
scoring really the 3 or more
fine.
points that they need
Yeah,
to
that's
stay, have a healthy chance of staying in the game at this point.
It's just a hit and roll.
Yeah, it can be easy to when you're down these games. It can be easy to just kind of say, hey, let's go out
What?
here and try to score. But really, there's no reason to
No,
to-
we're
to-
going
to
for
play
control,
to win the
hit
whole
and
time.
roll.
And so that means
can't
if
do
you're down in a
doubles all the
situation
time.
like this, you really need to give it everything you got to score 3 points. I'd like to hit again. Like even if they come
Whoa.
up to the
Yeah.
nose here, that might be the
Yep,
best
yep.
outcome for them, because they'll end up
Whoa,
being
whoa,
close
whoa,
to
whoa,
frozen
Whoa, 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 whoa,
on
whoa.
a stone.
Whoa.
Also, rolling under the guard would not be bad. And they just take one off again. So now you'll see Danny go and take off that corner guard, because that's the most threatening stone. Well, really, it's their only stone right now.
Peel.
The dreaded inside-out
Yep.
corner guard peel
Yep.
from Sam here.
Yep.
Hard, Marius. I've got the roll.
Yep.
I've got the
Clean.
roll.
Needs a little help from E. Sampy on the roll, but they get it. And not a whole lot of tools for Team Charles. electing to come down and play the freeze. They could choose to throw up a few more corner guards and see if maybe they'll get a missed peel attempt out of Team Casper.
A little bit. 420.
Line's good.
Oh, 420 and 430. They seem to think those are a little bit
Line's
high,
good.
so they're going to
Where's Wade?
sweep
Where's Wade?
vigorously for the first half of this one.
I need a
Joe Stone, Joe Stone, Joe Stone! Joe Stone!
You got Joe Charles on the finish here. Trying to
Hard,
get
Joe,
this
hard.
to curl up to the nose.
Hard, come on.
The weight's really good. Ah. It was a great sweep to get it that far. Just in doing so, it straightened out the path a little bit, so it's not going to quite curl up to the nose. These straight freezes are really difficult shots, especially on swingy ice, and especially when you're playing such a great hitting team like Team Casper. I mean, you really need to absolutely freeze that thing perfectly on the nose to have a legitimate chance of them not being able to peel it out.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. That's clean. Sorry.
And Ethan makes no mistake.
Oh my God.
The same shot.
Now Emmett's going to get his chance at the freeze. I think the sweepers are hoping for something a little harder than that 430 out of hand.
Whoa.
Over on sheet 2, it looks like
does
Wes
not look
Wendling
light,
is
guys.
going
Whoa.
to be taking the broom
That does
onto
not
our
look
sheet
light.
on
Leave
his
it.
draw for 2. But it looks like they're going to elect, and maybe
14.
they're thinking about coming through the port instead. They either have a wide intern draw or they can come through a port.
get on that?
Looks like they're
90?
going to come through the port.
Did you
So
get a 90?
looks like our sheet will be a little more clear.
Still in.
Okay. I say I really don't want to try pick it.
So this is still in, but that's tricky. They're looking for the freeze, but where they put it is actually better.
Yep.
Because that if Team Casper wants to remove that stone, they have to decide between Ethan throwing the short 3 foot run back or trying to pick. I don't know. I think they can see about a quarter or a third of the stone, and both of those aren't gimmies.
That's good.
So at this
Line's
point,
good.
this is going to make
Let her
them
run, let her
make
run, let her
a
run.
much more precise draw
Running.
to sit 2 rather than just the automatic peel out. And it looks like this is gating a little bit. The Team Charles might have an outside chance of being able to generate a score 2 this end. And with the big sweep there from Emmett, that's they're going to have an opportunity here.
What's that?
Like corner freeze.
Corner freeze?
And this is one where now I absolutely like going
gonna
for
get
this
tapped
corner
out.
freeze here. Especially this is going to fully guard your stone in the back and make it hard to pick it out. And so, maybe if you get a big miss out of Danny on the next stone here, you might even have a chance at 3.
Yeah, like
very
corner
unlikely,
freeze, so
but
that we could tap
there's a
out later.
chance.
No, I threw a 90 last time. It was almost through. Yeah, so a 90 would be like back 12. I thought like a 410.
So discussing the splits here. Sweepers being a little tired might want him to throw it with a little more natural weight, and now it's like, nah, I'm gonna make you guys work for it here.
What is it?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Seem to think it's heavy early in the shot, but the sweepers think it's close.
Noah Stone, Noah Stone.
Want Noah on it to get the carve.
Hard,
Get
boys,
it.
hard!
Curl.
Hard, boys.
Get it there!
They got a chance with this
Get
one.
it there! Come on! Hard! Get it there!
That's a pretty good shot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, once again, to perfectly weld it on a stone with for them about 6 feet of curl is no small task, and to get it within a foot there is always a victory. But
Sir.
this really should be no problem for Danny to peel out. Say as long as he hits 2/3 of that stone or thinner, that should be right out of there.
There's enough room.
And I think they're even pretty confident that they can pick it clean. And that'll leave them shot stone and force Joe Charles to make a more precise shot if he wants to score 2 points.
Yep. 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 Clean.
And Danny makes no mistake.
Same shot.
Come down 2 again.
Yep, looks like they'll give the corner freeze another go.
8-5. 8. 9. I'm going to do 90.
Let's wait. It's a little outside.
So outside
Adam
early,
Stone,
and
Adam
especially
Stone.
considering that they had to carve the last
Hard,
one.
boys,
They're
come
going to
on.
get Adam on it early here to get a lot of curl. Looks like, especially in
boys,
this
come on.
spot, it's starting to straighten
Hard.
out a little bit. And these were almost curling off the sheet earlier in the game, and now they're getting a good maybe like 5 feet of curl. And well, it's still shot rock. It's
That one too, that red.
not quite close to frozen.
I don't think you
Take
ever
it.
come close to it.
Okay.
You can just hit half and you're not even
Just
close.
don't want to hand him 2.
You can play board and try to stick.
So especially with an 8-1 scoreline, if they just peel this out, that's going to leave Joe Charles with a
I like that.
semi-different
Play it
hit
safe, too.
and
Yeah.
avoid the jam for 2 points. But they can, now that is higher, they can choose to play a softer weight like they are and try to sit 2 to where there
Stay
might
just
not
forward
be
here.
a shot for
Try to
2.
stick it.
But there's a little more
Make
risk
sure
in
we
this,
get
and
it
that
past
there's
it, though.
playing a softer weight, there's a higher probability of over curling or potentially even completely missing the stone. If Team Casper was to be a little heavy and outside on this, they could potentially pick their own start out of the back and just leave an open draw for 3. But they're a good team and they're really confident in their game right now, so they're going to see this as another opportunity to maybe come off the sheet a little earlier.
Hard.
Sam hard on it early.
Hard. Whoa. 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 Curl. 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 Hard. Hard. Right to it.
And will it sit? It only needs really a quarter of the 12 foots and they get it. And that's dead perfect.
Have to do the same thing again.
Pretty sure there's no shot for 2.
Yeah, we just
Any
need to
sort
take
of
it out.
double attempt is going to jam on their back one.
Just
Perfect shot from Danny Casper.
Thank you. Okay, the other side.
Just like control, Joe.
They went pretty hard on that early, a little more bruised it, you could say, a little more than they wanted to, but that was just really one of the disasters of over curling out of play.
Pull back.
So that's where they might choose to play a more aggressive shot, but then
Adam,
sweep it a little more conservatively. Now you're gonna have Adam high and hard on the curl here to stick around, and he gets it. It sounded like they weren't even going to hit the stone for a while there, but that's going to be a score 1 for Team Charles. It's going to make the score 8-2 heading in the 7th end, and we'll be right back after a short break.
USA Curling aims to provide continued programming to grassroots, junior, and diversity and inclusion initiatives. Support the future of curling in the United States by making a donation at usacurling.org/donate.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Schlimmo can tell us
When in
later.
doubt, take it out.
That's his problem.
I don't know if that's a thing.
What?
Okay, bye.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I am waiting.
Talking about
All right, welcome back to the 7th end. Looks like Adam Hines gonna start us off here. They, as most teams do, they discuss the shot in their between ends meeting.
Now you're good to go.
And they also have to wait for about 10 seconds or less on the 1 minute between ends time on the time clock before they can throw. So even though they're ready to go, they had to wait a few extra seconds.
88.
That's just so that a team can't just throw a rock right away and basically completely eliminate their opponent's chance to have their break. But it can be a little tricky at times because sometimes that 10-second window gives you a little less time than you want to deliver your stone. But once you get the routine of it, it's pretty easy to accommodate. And great draw weight once again. Nice 3-guard there. And they're going to go with backline weight on this tick. Last time they were playing with that back 8 weight. But now, especially with the 6-point lead a little later in the game, there's just absolutely no reason for them to leave their shooter around. So they're going to play a little extra weight, try to tick this over as far towards the board as they can without hitting it, and roll their shooter out or in the rings.
Hard.
Big sweep from Ethan here.
Curl.
Oh, straight to the curl.
Hard, curl, come on. Hard. Whoa.
And Emmett's going to try and sweep this out. If he gets it to hit the boards, then it comes back, but he does not, and that's perfect. Great shot, Marius.
Same shot.
The tick shot, usually known as kind of the lead's only chance for glory.
Just same shot.
And he certainly gets a taste of some there. Especially being spinning into the rings there, that's a stone that they could potentially use to score multiples with later in the end.
Yep. I got 4-0.
It's always tough when you're the team without hammer here and they manage to spin 1 or 2 into rings. Then all of a sudden, while you'd like to throw another center guard, you have to think twice about maybe hitting one of those to try and avoid giving up a big end. But at this point, down 6, really, Charles just about has to steal to have any chance of staying in the game.
Nice shot, Adam.
Same weight.
Another great shot from Adam Hine.
Yep.
He's had a really good game. That's one of the tough parts about playing lead is you can be having a stellar performance and still be down pretty far in the scoreboard.
Yep. Yeah, hard. Hard.
This one a little tight out of hand. You got Ethan working it hard again.
Right to it. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Sam's going to try and do the reverse angle sweep to help him out. And that, I think Emmett's going to have no problem getting that one out.
I'll pull the rock. Oh, never mind.
So now they just got up. Looks like Ethan was able to find a ring in the ice, so they'll have a good marker to where to put it back to.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe not.
Not that much.
Yeah, maybe a little generous there, but ultimately it is the opponent's discretion within the spirit of curling as to where they place that stone.
Yeah, line's really tight. Line is really tight. Hard.
No, John, I'm not sure if they called the come around or the high guard here. Sweepers seem to think it's a tight guard. At this point, they should probably lay off and leave it as a high guard.
430.
But unfortunately, that's going to come up really close to the next one and leave very easy double peel for Sam Strauss. I better not say very easy here. I might give him some bad juju. But
yep, thin half.
Yep, looking to hit a thin half of the stone. And they should both go. Yeah, that's one where on that last shot for Team Charles there, if if the sweepers could say right out of the gate, hey, we think this is just a 1-2 guard, and they go right off, then there'll be a lot more separation between these two stones, and be a little more of a test on Sam here.
Works.
Ooh, that's he made it a little bit interesting, but as Ethan says, it works. A little bit thinner than they were intending to hit it, but still gets the job done.
Try it again.
So, yep, now just keep trying to put up another center guard here. Team Charles will continue to do that. It's their best chances for Team Casper to either beak, hitting one of those peels on the nose, or whiffing it. And then they'll have something that they can use to come around and try to generate a steal.
Is it up?
No, back,
Okay.
back 8.
But unfortunately, that sounds like back 4, back 8 is a little far from a tight center guard.
Positive.
Yeah, it looks like it's out.
Joe's noting that as a positive release, so that's going to skate even more than they thought. Doesn't change things too much, though.
Yeah, we do.
Now Danny's, it's one
Yeah.
of those situations
I
where it's
just
so
like-
good it's
I mean,
complicated.
Yeah, I guess that's not that big a deal.
No, it's not complicated, but they have to think a little bit about, there aren't a whole lot of ways that they can significantly improve their situation here. So really it's about selecting a shot that's going to have a low risk at damaging their situation here. And so something to the wing like they're doing is always going to be a good choice. If they were to play, you know, maybe a shot to the top 4 foot on the center line, and then they came up light, they'd be handing Team Charles another center guard, which would be
Line's good.
pretty much a disaster at that point.
Running a little, 14-9.
Nope.
Easy.
Nope, we're already there.
Nice.
And that's a good shot.
Really?
So it's always difficult, you know, when you're behind the game and you see the opponent sitting 2 to want to do something to directly address those stones. But still, your best chance here at finding a way to steal a point or get yourself an inch closer at coming back in the game is to throw a center guard. And the unique thing about this situation is if you were to throw a center guard, there would be a jam on the peel on both sides. That was the one thing I didn't love too much about Danny's choice to come to the wing there, is that if they do throw a center guard here, it's actually relatively difficult to peel. Nothing too crazy, but there's something to think about at least on both sides. But this freeze is a very difficult shot, as you see. I think they've thrown maybe a half dozen of these this game, and none of them have really been that perfect spot where Team Casper can't just straight peel it out.
Clean it. Clean it.
They're always close, though.
Sweep.
Yeah, gotta go. Hard boys, get it in. Get it in, come on.
So don't quite get that in, but perhaps, if that's left there, they could use that as a guard and then freeze on the back, but Danny's going to try and remove that.
Or you can just peel it.
Certainly.
Want to just peel it? Yeah.
Something if they choose to play a softer weight and roll onto the rings, that's potentially another point they might score this end. But again, given the score line, it's not necessarily necessary. They don't need it. Scoring a single point here is plenty enough this end. So just removing this stone from play is really the main objective. But they're going to throw inside out with, I think, control or normal weight here. I think the disaster to avoid here is nosing it and running it onto the one that's in the back there.
Good.
But they make a good hit and roll. Team Casper now sitting 3 with a 6-point lead.
I feel like same thing.
Yeah.
That would all count these two. And maybe if you get on.
Or do you wanna try and hit and roll like down to
Hit
this?
and roll?
Yeah.
With that much distance?
Well, even if you sit in front of it, like right there, that's fine.
Yeah, if it's like that much, they can still peel it.
Yeah, but it'll eliminate them scoring 3, so I like that. I like control.
All right, let's go.
And if I just take it out, that's fine too.
All right, we're gonna try the hit and roll.
Looking to play the hit and roll here. Another difficult shot.
Yeah,
Quite frankly, I think most of the shots that they're selecting to play are generally mid to high level degree of difficulty.
No, just control, because we're just going to try and sit down.
So it certainly can be difficult to find a rhythm.
Don't need that much weight.
But let's see if Emmett can make a good one here.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's got to come back.
Curl.
It's coming back.
Curl.
Looks like they're talking to it, trying to get every ounce of curl they can. And they make contact with both stones, but do not remove either of them. So,
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Yep, control.
Yeah, Danny's calling control, but when Ethan says I'm just gonna get rid of it, there's a good chance he'll be a little bit on the heavy and tight side here when he throws this, just to make sure he hits that stone, because they really, at this point, it's more important to avoid leaving some sort of pocket that Team Charles can freeze in than it is to potentially have another counter.
Carol, just clean, just clean, clean. Just clean. Clean. Good.
No, but I'll get that little bit of roll towards the center line, so there is no pocket. Looks like Emmett signaling for the double here. Not too sure what the weight call on the arm means. Maybe we'll get an indication here.
Yep. Yep.
Like maybe
yep.
a normal
Sweet.
Weight. Really asking Noah to sweep right out of the gate here.
Hard.
Feels more like a control maybe. And over curl and hit the other side of the rock. So now Danny will be happy to just nose it. And there's almost regardless of what happens here, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of places that Joe Charles can hide in attempts to force Casper to a single, or at least make him throw against one.
Clean. Yep. 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 Hard. Yep. Yep. Clean. Clean. Clean.
And no mistake from Danny.
Feel it?
Not a situation you want to face as a skip
Just try
here.
and sit on top of it.
But hey, it's the Junior National Championship. You get a chance to be on the ice with your teammates, and so
This way.
let's see if you can make a really nice hit and roll here.
This way.
Jesus Christ.
Making sure they're approaching the shot with the correct handle. Very important. But here we go.
Leave it.
Whoa.
Attempting to hit and roll.
Whoa.
Looks like a little more weight than the last one. Sleepers don't want to touch it.
Fight something up. Fight something up.
Needs to bite on something. And it's just going to remove the single stone. And leave Danny Casper with a draw to the paint for 4.
Yep. 15.
It's always important on these shots, even though they seem very routine, it can be easy to get quiet, to keep the communication up, do everything the exact same, or maybe even over-communicate on these. Make sure everyone stays engaged, and you make the most of your opportunity. Danny Casper, last stone, the 7th
Always,
end.
Sam. Just touch house.
solid ad. Ethan reminding him all they need is paint, so no need to
Just clean then.
work
Just
too
clean.
hard to get it all the way to the button. But that
Just
always
paint.
makes
Get
a
on
good
the
statement
T-line.
yep. Danny says,
15-2.
I want that right on the T line.
Right here.
We're a team that puts it on the screw.
Good.
And that will do just that. They might have got a little lazy at the end there. I don't know.
Oh, good game. I don't think
And it looks like we have the proverbial handshakes as a head nod, a gesture, and a good game.
Good game.
And that's a wrap. Team Casper takes draw 2 with a score of 12-2 against Team Joseph Charles. You know, certainly a lopsided scoreline, but again, it just always comes down to, you know, early in the game there was just that triple, and then that missed draw for Team Charles. That, you know, if they make those, they're right in the game, and you never know how the rest would progress. But you know, it's a long week ahead for both teams, and so usually the teams that win these things are the teams that keep improving the most. So if they keep at it, stick to their systems, hopefully both teams will be looking for a great rest of their week. Okay, so then 9 a.m. tomorrow, we got Brendan versus Church. Look forward to seeing everyone back for the morning game. Hope everyone enjoyed, and that's a wrap on Draw 2 from the 2021 U.S. Junior Curling Championships in Chaska, Minnesota. Thanks all for tuning in.
USA Curling aims to provide continued programming to grassroots, junior, and diversity and inclusion initiatives. Support the future of curling in the United States by making a donation at usacurling.org/donate.